Welcome to the Lavesh Relation. My name is Lavesh and I am your host. Thank you for joining me for another episode. Well, this week marked the sort of start of the F1 season, with testing having been concluded this past week. It also means that the first race is ever so close to beginning. I know most of you probably don't count testing as part of the official season, but testing is super important as to how the rest of the season will turn out. Keep in mind that testing is 3 full days on a circuit against other teams you're going to race against the entire season. You get to scope out your opponent's vehicles and for the first time see how the new vehicles perform. The 3 days also give teams the time to push their cars to the max and collect as much data as possible. This could be aerodynamics, braking time, tire usage, and general handling of the car. The data collected here can assist teams to plan ahead for future races and to perform minor adjustments to get the car performing at optimal performance before the races start. Aside from driving in the simulator, this will probably be the first time that the drivers will sit in these cars. It also allows teams to let their reserve drivers get behind the wheel of the brand new beast. This is crucial for drivers to get a feel of the real car before they take it to the tracks. Something that I am fascinated by is the use of Flover's paint and aero rigs. Now, if these terms sound confusing to you, I'm going to tell you what they are. The Flovers or flow visualization paint is a mixture of fluorescent powder and a light oil. These get applied to sections of the car that engineers would like to study. The wet paint then spreads across the car to help visualize the airflow around those parts. Aerodynamic rings are basically scaffolding like structures that are added to the car, but they aren't just any regular structures. They are made out of special alloys and are covered in sensors. These sensors help measure airflow across certain sections of the car. Pretty straightforward, right? Day one, we saw a strong showing from Verstappen with some fantastic lap time, which means that we can hope to see a similar performance to last year. It was also noted Christian Horner was seen during the testing session, despite the current investigations that he is undergoing for inappropriate behavior towards a female Red Bull employee. Red Bull have decided not to suspend their current team principal until an outcome of the investigation is released. Ferrari had a slight hiccup on day two of testing, which is a brilliant start to the new year for them. Let's just hope that they get the crashes out of the way much sooner this season. Leclerc's car hit a loose drain cover on the circuit at turn 11, which resulted in a red flag and the first session of the day ending early. After about 40 minutes, it was decided that the morning session would not resume and the afternoon session would be extended by a further 1 hour. Ferrari confirmed that the flow of Leclerc's car had to be changed due to the damage sustained. He was not the only one to hit the drain cover though. Lewis Hamilton also hit the drain cover, but fortunately for Mercedes, the car came out without injury, except for some debris from the tire. According to Hamilton, the car is running fantastic and is an improvement over last year's car. Hamilton fans would be thrilled to hear this and will hope that he can pull out a spectacular showing during his last year at Mercedes before he departs for Ferrari next season. On day 3, we saw an incident where Sergio Perez hit the same drain cover on turn 11, which saw the morning session suspended. Officials decided that they would skip the lunch break and just combine the sessions. I'm pretty sure that the drivers were not entirely happy with having to eat lunch on the go. Most of the teams look solid for this season, so I'm keen to see what the results are going to look like. For those of you who have F1 TV Pro subscriptions and watch the races on there, you'd be glad to know that Laura Winter and Will Buxton will be returning to the presenter role, in addition to Lawrence Barretto. I know I'm super stoked about this. In another Formula One related topic, I thought I'd take a moment to explain to you what F1 Academy is. First off, the managing director of the series is Susie Wolf. the wife of current team principal at Mercedes, Toto Wolff. Now, you may think that this is an academy for young drivers to start their racing careers, and you will be correct. However, there is one catch. All drivers need to be female, and between the ages of 16 and 25. The F1 Academy is a series that was announced in 2022 and held its first season in 2023 in an attempt to boost female participation in the sport. The series is made up of 5 teams with 3 drivers each. All 3 drivers race in their own cars each week, meaning that we see 15 cars on the field. The series has 7 rounds, running from March to December, with the 2024 season starting on the weekend of 7 to 9 March 2024. Before we end this episode, I'm probably going to be cutting back on the already limited football talks and focusing on Formula One, as that seems to be what everyone's preferring. Thank you for listening to the Lavesh Ballet Show. My name is Lavesh, and I hope to see you in the next episode.